strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, neath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf.
Hello there everyone, it's already past noon, so we are now heading down the mountain for some nice twisties with a few hairpins all the way to the town of POTES, where we hope to have lunch. The altitude is going to drop drastically from 1,600 meters to just 320 meters, so it's time for some downhill. Of course, we must be very careful. We already saw a cow in the middle of the road, and also a lot of dejects from them. We don't want to step on them or the bike will smell for ages. We also gonna fuel up in POTES because we still have a long way to go today. Later we will go up the Central Massif, all the way up until we can't go no further, not with bikes anyway. Picos de Europa have a lot of peaks approaching altitudes of 2,500 meters, but there aren't any roads up there, so the highest pass on tarmac was probably Puerta de San Glorio that we just did before, with about 1,609 meters of altitude. Picos de Europa tallest peak is Torre de Serredo with 2,650 meters. It's not very hard to climb it, but you need some climbing gear and good average, at least, physical condition. But for now, let's go downhill! Ladies and gentlemen, the glorious Cantabrian mountain range. To our right, across the valley, is the Zeppaliabiana Natural Park, and of course, to our left, are the Picos de Europa National Park. Both are part of the Cantabrian mountain range. This range stretches east-west, almost nearly parallel to the sea, from the east almost from the Pyrenees, to the west as far as the pass of Letariegos, also extending south between León and Galicia. The range's western boundary is marked by the valley of the river Minho, by the lower Sil, which flows into the Minho, and by the Cabrera River, a small tributary of the Sil River. Cantabrian Mountains reach its southern western limit almost into Portugal. They make a sharp divide between green Spain to the north and the dry Central Plateau. The north-facing slopes receive heavy cyclonic rainfall. They are facing the ocean, of course, so much rain from the Bay of Biscay, whereas the southern slopes are in rain shadow, so mostly the winds are dry. So it's very common to have heavy rain in Picos de Europa. It is an amazing place to visit because the vistas are always glorious mountains, almost entire year with snow in the peaks, and the lush valleys below, and I think we would need weeks to visit them all. Since we don't have weeks, we must hurry up and get ourselves to the Central Massif today. So let's go!
So let me sing for you, like the birds in the mountains do, like a child who cries for you, cries for you. So let me sing for you, about the streets and the avenues. There's nothing I'd rather do, rather do.
over there in the distance, over the horizon to our left, that's the central massif of Picos de Europa. And that wall must be Fuente de. It is an imposing wall with a cable car that allows people to rise all the way up to the central massif. I was curious where all the cars were in Picos de Europa, since we really didn't saw many on the road. Here they are, all of them. Look at this car park. Welcome to POTES, a typical Cantabrian town. The town of POTES is located at the confluence of four valleys, near where the river Chiviesa flows into the river Deva, the latter born at altitudes of the Picos de Europa, like the rest of the Liabana region. POTES enjoy a Mediterranean microclimate that allows the cultivation of the vines, walnuts and poplar. Overlooking the town is the Rebedes mountain, about 694 meters. Look, guys, look at the architecture of these houses. So cool. I really like them. Feels like I'm on a different time history. Except for all the cars, of course. And we surely can feel the warm weather here. Temperatures are already around 30 degrees. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. So we're gonna find a nice spot to park and have the much desired lunch. After that, we're gonna ride the valley all the way up to Fuente de, where we can see a huge, almost 800-meter vertical wall of the central massif. But first, we need to park our motorcycles. This town doesn't have much space. Maybe there is a good spot. It wouldn't disturb the walking people much. But there's a cop, so maybe not. Once again, beautiful houses, and this bridge is the bridge of San Caetano, overlooks the river Chiviesa since the 13th century. So it's a very old bridge. At the end of the bridge, is the Ermita of San Caetano. So, join us on the next video, and thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it as always.